Peloton Interactive, PTON, is arguably one of the hottest names in the fitness space. With more than 3.1 million members, the 9-year-old global brand is looking to expand its reach. Peloton stock was one of the bright spots in the coronavirus stock market rally, with a gain of more than 440% in 2020. Today, we'll tell you Peloton PTON stock analysis, why Peloton stock is a buy now. Number 7. 6 years of 100% revenue growth. Peloton has grown its revenue by over 100% for 6 years in a row now. What's more, management is guiding for a 7th consecutive year of 3-digit revenue growth in 2021. Despite the price premium commanded by its exercise equipment, customer orders continue to climb. Gyms are reopening across the U.S. Those that haven't opened yet have plans to do so as states are ease business closures. The reality, however, is that fitness enthusiasts are loving the product. That should assuage investors who may be thinking that Peloton is quintessentially a stay-at-home stock, and that sales could suffer as the economy reopens. The torrid pace of growth has put it in striking distance of reporting its first ever year of positive net income. In the first 6 months of fiscal 2021, the company has net earnings of $132.8 million versus losses of $105.2 million at the same period last year. Number 6. So many opportunities for Peloton. As vaccines get rolled out and more people begin to interact again outside the home, some investors are wondering if Peloton can sustain the growth it saw in 2020. I think it can. Remote work trends appear to be popular and aren't likely to reverse all the way to how they were before the pandemic. For example, J.P. Morgan Chase's CEO, Jamie Dimon, said last week in his annual letter to shareholders that his company is expecting smaller offices going forward, and it may only need 60 office seats for every 100 employees because of the move towards remote working. Such a trend works in Peloton's favor. Peloton has also announced a string of initiatives over the past 12 months that will solidify its dominant position and ensure future growth. It rolled out several new products at different price points to expand its product line and reach more customers. It is acquiring commercial fitness equipment company Precor, which it will likely use to improve and expand its manufacturing capacity and further reduce wait time on shipping products to customers. In fact, Peloton is confident enough that it has resolved its product capacity and resolved shipping delays that it opened a new international market, launching sales and service to Australia. It will very likely announce further international market expansion in the coming year. Winners keep on winning, and you don't have to wait for a lower stock price to invest in a company that still has huge potential. Stock price validity is just part of the cost of getting in on a growth stock that is relatively early in its development as a public company. When price dips come along, and they will, it's an opportunity to dollar cost average your share investment. If you're considering buying Peloton stock, and there are many reasons to do so, now is probably a good time. Number 5. Resolving its biggest problem. For most of 2020 and thus far in 2021, its biggest problem has been fulfilling customer surging demand. Wait times for its products reached almost 3 months at one point. To make matters worse, delivery dates given to customers on initial orders were being delayed further. It got bad enough that folks started complaining and, even worse, canceling orders. The good news for investors is management acknowledged the problem and did something about it. We are investing over $100 million and using expedited shipping to reduce the wait times for our products. CEO John Foley explained in Peloton's second quarter conference call on February 5th. This expense will include air shipments, expedited ocean freight, and incremental costs to get containers to other ports that are less congested. Meanwhile, it has made several acquisitions to solve this problem for good. Recently, it closed on a previously announced $420 million deal for Precor, a manufacturer and distributor of exercise equipment. Importantly, Precor has facilities in the U.S., which will significantly help Peloton deliver products domestically. The acquisition helps increase capacity, reduce shipping expenses, and get products to customers faster. In 2019, it acquired another manufacturing company, Tonic Fitness, based in Taiwan for $45 million. These developments seem to be working in Peloton's favor, as order wait time are now down to more normal levels of 1 to 3 weeks. Number 4, Peloton stock dives amid safety concerns. Safety concerns over Peloton's treadmill product sent shares tumbling well below their 10-week line. Peloton stock fell 14% the week of April 21st after the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC, issued an urgent safety warning to customers. This warning comes on the heels of a reported incident in March after a child died in an accident involving a $4,295 treadmill. On April 17th, the CPSC said it had learned of 39 incidents involving the popular treadmill product. These include multiple reports of children becoming entrapped, pinned, and pulled under the product. Peloton pushed back on CPSC's claims, calling them inaccurate and misleading in a prepared release. The company added that there was no reason to stop using the Tread Plus product as long as all warnings and safety instructions are followed. Peloton's CEO said in a letter to customers that the company currently has no plan to halt sales of the treadmill or recall equipment. Number 3, Peloton pumps up expansion. Peloton has seen a fury of buying activity around companies specializing in AI, wearables, and hardware. The company revealed the purchases in a regulatory filing made public on March 22nd. The fitness platform disclosed it paid a total of $78.1 million cash for 3 companies during the final quarter of 2020. These companies include Atlas Wearables, Otari, and iQdo. The iQdo deal, which closed this year, is not included in that amount. Bloomberg reports that the deals allow Peloton to potentially expand their service offerings through new digital services and hardware. The new acquisitions could give the company the ability to develop a digital assistance or smartwatch brand line. Shares of Peloton jumped on March 9th as the fitness platform announced plans to launch in Australia. The move, which is expected in the second half of 2021, would be the company's first expansion to the Asia-Pacific region. Peloton will sell its original Peloton Bike and Peloton Bike Plus and its fitness app in stores across Australia. The fitness brand currently has locations in the US, UK, Canada, and Germany. PTON stock soared more than 12% on December 22nd after Peloton announced the acquisition of fitness equipment maker Precor. The $420 million deal will bolster Peloton's manufacturing capabilities and will accelerate production and delivery windows for its popular workout machines. Number 2, Peloton stock earnings. Peloton Quarter 2 earnings, reported on February 4th, were better than expected. Peloton's earnings surged to 18 cents per share, a 190% increase, on revenue of $1.06 billion. Wall Street anticipated the fitness brand to report earnings per share of 10 cents on revenue of $1.02 billion. However, Peloton stock failed to get a meaningful boost from the quarterly report. Connected fitness subscriptions grew 134% to 1.67 million. Paid digital subscriptions skyrocketed 472% to about 625,000. Digital continues to be a high-growth sales channel for connected fitness products. Foley said on the February 4th earnings call, "We will continue to build on the success of our strength content pillar over the coming quarters. Production delays for the popular bicycle and treadmill products continue to hold Peloton back." The company reiterated investments in developing U.S.-based supply chains and its recent acquisition of Precor Fitness to speed up delivery times. Our acquisition of Precor will allow us to produce Peloton products here in the U.S., and fast-track our ability to build a large domestic manufacturing footprint over time, Foley said. Peloton's next quarterly report is due in May. Number 1. Peloton Stock Fundamental Analysis. To determine whether Peloton stock is a buy now, fundamental and technical analysis is key. The IBD stock checkup tool shows that PTON stock has an IBD composite rating of 83 out of a possible best 99. The rating measures a stock based on the most important fundamental and technical stock picking criteria. The composite rating looks at earnings and sales growth, profit margins, return on equity, and relative stock price performance, among other metrics. After its big run last year, Peloton stock holds a relative strength score of 79. Stocks with scores above 90 for both composite and RS are typically worthy of further analysis to determine whether they're buyable. But investors shouldn't solely rely on the RS rating since it tracks a stock's past year of performance. A stock could be down tremendously in recent weeks after a huge run-up, like Peloton, and still have a strong RS rating. Peloton stock has an EPS rating of 73 out of 99. The EPS rating compares a stock's quarterly and annual earnings per share growth with that of all other stocks. Relatively recent IPOs typically don't have a strong track record of earnings growth or profitability, but Peloton's profits are expected to be more than double in 2021. The fitness platform and equipment maker holds a top spot in the leisure services group in terms of composite rating. Hilton Grand Vacations, HGV, is number 2. RCI Hospitality, RIC, is rated 3rd. The industry group currently ranks number 20 among the 197 groups IBD tracks. Focusing on industry group strength and improvement in industry group rank is ideal when selecting stocks for your watch list. You also want to focus on top stocks within those leading groups showing strong technical action. Do let us know in the comments, what do you think of this stock? Please subscribe to the Stock Advisor. Thanks for watching.